Right, so this is the end of day 6, and today's been a really good day. We've been using the weapons all day, so we've been live firing outside on the 25 metre range, and also conducting some marksmanship tests on the DCCT indoor range as well. So a quick overview of today and what it's consisted of. This morning we picked up the weapons, so a fairly standard start as usual, breakfast at about 7 o'clock. So nice and relaxed this morning, no inspection or anything like that. Marched ourselves down to the hangar, and the weather was very cold initially, but not too much snow. That changed later on during the day. After a quick cup of tea we were straight out to the 25 metre range, which is outdoors. After a little bit of a check-up on our skills and drills and things like that, we conducted a shoot in small syndicates, so in little details, of which I got some footage. So everybody took it in turns to do various shoots from different positions, so standing, kneeling, and prone position as well. The aim was to beat certain targets, so you'd have to get all of your rounds within a certain sort of grouping size, and I can't remember what the standards were offhand, but it's not that difficult after a little bit of practice. Some people took more than one attempt. I managed to mess up one of my sets as well, but definitely redeemed myself on the second attempt. Absolutely nailed it. Some guys struggled a little bit. Some guys just absolutely naturals, never fired before, but just sort of got what it takes really, and just sorted it straight away. The weather really closed in, so it was absolutely freezing, blowing a little bit of a gale, and also quite torrential snow as well. So shooting in those conditions was quite interesting and quite fun as well at the same time. But yeah, very cold. After a well-deserved lunch and a nice rest and a cup of tea, we went onto the indoor range where we conducted 3 separate tests. And the first test had 8 little sub-tests, and there was basically 70 targets to hit throughout the 8 tests, and that would be different scenarios, so multiple exposures from different positions, so standing, kneeling, prone, big and small targets, different distances, and different rates of fire as well. So maybe you'd have 49 seconds for example to fire 5 rounds at 50 metres from a standing position, whereas you might only have 12 seconds to fire 5 rounds prone at 100 metres, that kind of thing for example. Most people did quite well at that, and most people achieved high 60s, so only dropped a few rounds, which was good. We followed that shoot with a 50 metre shoot, which was 5 rounds in 49 seconds from standing, which was fairly straightforward, but obviously the standards were quite high on that one, and you could only drop 1 round, so you needed to get 4 on that. And regardless of what you've done on the other tests, if you failed that, you failed the shoot. So it's quite important to get 4 of those 5 rounds on target. After that we did a simulated night shoot, where we had to shoot from kneeling unsupported position, 5 rounds at 5 different exposures, so the target comes up, you have to shoot it, goes back down, falls if hit. We had to do that 5 times, of which you needed at least 1 to score to pass, and then you had to get maximum marks then on the next 5. So basically you had to get 6 out of 10, so you must have got 1 on the kneeling unsupported, and then at least 5 on the prone. Most people managed to pass that as well. And then the whole thing together, everybody passed apart from 2 people, and they've been given the opportunity to retrain, sort of brush up their marksmanship skills and retake the test on Thursday. But if they fail again, unfortunately that means they probably will not pass this course, and it will be then up to the unit, their squadron, their particular squadron, as to what they want to do. They can either retake the course, that's one option that's been discussed, or just retake the marksmanship element of the course. Obviously quite a bit of pressure to be under really. And yeah, not looking too good for those guys, but they'll probably be fine. On Thursday they'll realise what they need to do and just crack on and get that done. So today's been a very good day. A lot of people are quite happy with what we've done. Most people joined the RAF Reserves to do the military side of things, and we've really achieved that today, so everybody's quite happy about that. Tomorrow we're doing first aid, quite a comprehensive 2-day first aid course, which covers everything from military aspects of first aid through to things that will be usable in our civilian careers as well. So for most of the guys, they already have first aid qualifications, but this is looking at it in a very different way, and obviously will definitely benefit them in Civvy Street. And that's pretty much it really. It's Friday evening, so tomorrow we have a little bit of a lie-in. We'll be getting up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, breakfast at 7:30, and then we're meeting at our training hangar at 8:30, providing we're not completely snowed in, because it's about 20 centimetres deep outside and absolutely freezing, but all is good. So that's what we're looking forward to tomorrow. Cheers.